Yes, hello, and welcome to our next installment in our series of programs in playing card games Solitaire. We've got an item from one of our subscribers, a Dawn D from the College of Agricultural, Consumer, and Environmental Services. That's a mouthful. And she writes in, "Hey, card guy, how about a game I can actually win?" Well done, Don D. We have just the game for you, and the game is called Aces Up. Very similar to Klondike, the classic solitaire game. So what do you say we give it a try? It's challenging, but it's also extremely winnable. Now we'll begin with a quick reminder, a quick primer about our deck. Now, of course, we're going to start. This is a one-pack game. We're going to begin with our standard pack of playing cards, 52 cards, as you know. Two colors, red and black, 4 suits within the pack, and of course 13 ranks per suit. So that is our pack of cards. Now, of course, I'm going to recommend, as usual, to go ahead and shuffle those cards. I'm using a riffle technique, as you can see here. Please shuffle those 7 times to achieve mathematically proven kind of maximum randomness. So you begin from truly a clean slate when you're ready to play the game. Okay, so the pack is shuffled. We are ready to study the layout of our game. So, of course, start off with a nice clean surface as you see here and deal off a row of 7 cards face down. Then overlap with a second row of 7 cards face down, and then a third row of 7 cards, but those are face up, and that will form the beginning of your tableau. Now, your job on the tableau is to build down in alternating colors or opposing colors, as you see here. A red 4 and a black 5, a black 3 and a red 4, and so on. And when you do that, you're going to begin building sequences. These are runs of cards. Now, during the course of play, you see your card stock here. You only can deal cards off in groups of 7, and the top cards will remain in play. Sequences will also be in play provided they're not blocked, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. Now, when aces appear, well, that's when the fun begins. Go ahead and set up your foundations above your tableau, as you can see here, and you will build up on those foundations in the following way. Build up on those aces in the same suit of that card all the way up to king, and if you can do that 4 times, well, then you have won the game. So, back to our tableau. That's our layout. Are you ready to give it a shot? I think you're going to like it. So let's go ahead and move on to lesson 3 here, where we'll actually play a round of aces up. So I'm starting here from a nice, sunny, clean surface. I'm going to deal off 2 rows of 7 cards face down. And then, of course, I'll add the third row of 7 cards face up. Now, remember, those top cards are in play individually. So what do you see first? Well, let's begin with that ace and the 2 of hearts, get those graduated, and then study our cards. We have the ability to build down in alternating colors by putting the red queen on the black king. And you can see I'm doing the same thing with a number of other cards. Red 6s on black 7s, black 3s on red 4s. And now let's talk about how we can move an entire sequence, provided it is not blocked. So you see that 4 and 3, you can pick it up and put it on the black 5. You can pick up that sequence of 3 cards now, add it to the 6, and look what you've got, a nice 5-card sequence way to the left there. Let's continue to build cards in alternating colors and build our sequences. Now, only kings can claim those empty spots, except for when you deal out 7, which you'll see momentarily. And now we're going to study. Do we have any more moves that we can make? If not, we have to deal the next row of cards face up, as you see here. Now, what's the rub? Those top cards are in play, but they have also blocked a lot of sequences that we've built. So we need to get to work. So let's go ahead and see. What can we move? Can we put a 10 on a red jack? Can we move a king? Can we put the 4 on a 5? I think we're out of moves again. So we're going to deal off another row of 7 cards and begin our study. Those top cards are in play, and the sequences above are blocked. So we have to get these guys moved and consolidated. That red jack on a black queen. What about that black queen? Is there a red king? No. How about that? Well, let's build the black 8 on the red 9. Let's put a black 2 on a red 3. And look at this. We've revealed a hidden ace card, and we can move that king sequence over to grab that empty slot. And again, you're going to keep studying. How can that black king and the red queen unite? That works. Is there a black jack that can go on top? How about that red 3 sequence on that 4? That's a good move for us. We can put the black 10 on the red jack. We can also join the 9 and the 8, thus building a nice sequence for us. How about that red 8 on the black 9? That will absolutely help us. What can we do with the black 3? What can we do with the black 2? Can we move any of these cards and join them into an alternating card sequence? Unfortunately, we are blocked. So now, since we're out of moves, we're going to return to our pack, our card stock, and deal off another row of 7 cards. And now let's take stock in ourselves. We can move the 2 up. We can move the 3 of hearts up. Got a nice 3-card sequence over on the left. Put the red 10 on the jack. Can we put that on a red queen? Not yet. That 8 is blocking us. So we need to see, can we move individual cards to free up some sequences? Can't quite get the jack on that queen, not as long as that 8 is there. So we need to figure out how to make some moves. Let's move that 9 to the jack. And now look, we've got a nice 4-card sequence over there. Can we do the same with the 5-card sequence on the left? Can it go on that red 8? Well, there's 2 8s to choose from. Let's put it on this one. I think that certainly helps us. And look, now a flipped card is revealed as a red 6, and we can make some further moves. Let's study what we have here. The red 6, the 4 3 2, the 8 down to a 3. How about a red 9? Are we out of moves again? I think we are, so that means we have to deal off another 7 cards and block all of our sequences, but we have revealed another ace which we can build our foundation, so that helps. Take that red 10 and the 9, build it on the jack. How about that black 4 and a red 5? How about a 6-card sequence here? Can we move that 6-card sequence? Well, I can see that that red 8 sequence wants to be on that black 9, but I think I'm not going to notice it for a couple of moves here. So don't get upset. It'll all work out. So let's take that black 6 sequence, put it on the red 7. We've got a nice 4-card sequence there in that 6th position. What about that black jack? Is there a red queen available? Not really. Boy, I just don't see that 9 of spades connection just yet, but I will. So let's move on here. How about that 6-card sequence? Still thinking about it. I just don't see that 9 of spades, do I? Don't worry. It'll all come together. How about that 3 and that 2? No. Got to deal off our last 3 cards and make some moves. We can put the red 9 onto the 10. How about that red jack? Well, let's put the black 10 on that red jack, have a nice 3-card sequence, reveal a flipped card, and look, we've got our final ace foundation, and we can graduate those spades where they belong. Put that 3 of clubs up there as well. Let's continue to build on those foundations, get some cards off the tableau. We don't like them there. We want them on the foundations where they really belong. There's a nice 4-card sequence over there with a black 8. Can it go on that red 9? Sure can. Now we've got 5 cards on the right, and actually it's more than that, 7 when you include the jack. And now we're up to 8 with that black 4. Nice sequence going on the left side. Can we move that red? Oh, look at this. I finally found the black 9. We've been able to make the connection, build it on that queen. The king slides over to grab the empty slot, compact that pile. Got some good king-based sequences there. Move that red one over to the 8. And look at that. Got a nice 8-card sequence with the red jack. Put it on top of the black queen. And we are starting to make some real headway here. Let's go ahead and build on some foundations. Let's get that 6 of diamonds revealed so that we can flip the card, join it with the red 8, and now look at this. Every card is revealed, and you know what that means. Now we can just sit back, move those cards up to the foundations where they belong, and frankly, enjoy a little reward for all the hard work in building all those sequences. And look, when you see 4 kings smiling at you, you know what that means. We won the game. So, awesome game. This is a fun game. It's very reminiscent of Klondike. It is very winnable, and it's also rather rewarding, too, to sit back and move all those cards up to the foundations where they belong. So again, Dawn D from the College of Agricultural Consumer ... Want to say thank you for writing in. I hope you enjoyed the lesson as much as I enjoyed giving it. And hey, be sure, to join us again next time.